So for some reason, since moving into this new place, I've been going to bed a lot later and waking up later. Lucy is the opposite. She's been going to bed a little bit earlier and waking up a little bit earlier. So today I was lying in bed, I woke up to a text message from Lucy from the next room, literally meters away. She said, "What ramen do you want?" It's like, what? I was tired, I was bleary-eyed, why are you talking about ramen? Are we having ramen for breakfast? She's like, just tell me what you want. So I told her what I want, and lo and behold, this arrived. This is a do-it-yourself at home from our favourite, does it say it on here? This is from Mendocoro, basically. Oh yeah, here you go. A home kit for quarantine. So we're gonna cook that up in a bit. Welcome to a new vlog. You join us on a very, very rainy afternoon. It's very rainy, let me show you quickly. Oh, there is your weather check for today. So I've got the long sleeves on and we're relaxing, we're chilling. Hope you guys are all doing well. So we haven't actually had ramen for a long time, but this is one of Lucy's pregnancy cravings. Now, she will talk to you in this vlog about some other pregnancy cravings that she's been having and is having, but ramen is one thing she has been craving for weeks now, and our favorite place to get ramen wasn't accepting pregnant customers for dine-in during these times, but we have been able to order one of their home kits. So we're gonna see how that goes cooking it up ourselves, see if it's as good as the restaurant. I mean, it might be, I don't know. It's all the same ingredients, the price was the same. But Lucy's cravings have been changing throughout the pregnancy. She's in her second trimester now. The first, would you say, Lucy, Lucy's over here, by the way, editing up a vlog. Would you say that the first trimester cravings were different to the second trimester?
Well, I'd say that no, but I'd say that I now would want to eat more different things, because the first trimester, everything made me feel sick.
Yeah, that was it. You really
the thought of everything, I was like, bleh.
There was a lot you couldn't eat in the first trimester,
yeah,
rather than things that you were craving.
Exactly, that was the way round. It wasn't like, oh, I need this. I just wanted plain and simple food,
yeah,
like white rice and bread and cheese and that kind of stuff.
But now you're having a few more cravings.
Yes, sorry.
Including ramen.
Look, sorry, I'm like really stressed.
You're very busy.
We've just
Lucy's
arranging a delivery for something, and it's
Lucy's
just,
in her office right now, yeah, and I'm like that.
You're interrupting me.
I'm the intern interrupting the boss. Like, what do I do next?
What do you want?
Can you give me some feedback on my work?
Can you help me quickly, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let's have a look at what's in the box. It's very nicely packaged. I mean, I figured that they'd charge less because you have to cook it yourself, but they charge the same and add service, so that's probably why it looks so beautiful. But it looks very nice in these little packages. Looks like wood. It's so fancy with a little bit of string. We both went for the shoyu ramen. We often both get super chashu, but it's heavy. It's a lot of that meat. It's what is it? Pork? Is it pork belly? I think. So we decided to chill out a little bit and just get this one. Slide it off here. Let's have a look. I don't know how much I actually have to do to make this. How much work it is. Okay. So cute. It's so nice. So we've got a little instruction manual. It's so nice. It's like the nicest takeout ever. There's 4 steps. I can do 4 steps, fine. Show you, and it gives you the ingredients. Please consume immediately, no problem. So we've got the actual broth just here. This is so funny, it's all individual. The noodles, the meat, and actually all the other little ingredients in there. Can you see? Just in there we've got all of the like bamboo shoots and some sesame seeds, some green onions, and then not sure what this is, a brown thing. It actually looks a lot smaller than when you get it in the store, but anyway. We've got 2 bowls here. We haven't actually got ramen spoons, so they come with it? No, they just give you chopsticks. We're gonna have to just use soup spoons because that is all we have. So step number 1, empty soup from packet. And you add water, good. I was thinking that's not enough soup for me, I need more than that. Empty soup from packet and add 3/4 of a cup of water. Bring to a rolling boil, I've never heard that. Boil water separately and cook the noodles for 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna have to do these both separately, aren't I, George?
Yeah, probably.
That's annoying. Unless I combine it, but I don't wanna mess up the quantities and make it taste bad. Okay, I'll make yours first, as always. Okay, so I've got the broth going here. This is just melting down a little bit as it heats up. Got some water here ready for the noodles. So I need to pop these in for 1.5 minutes. I need to put this and this into boiling water for 30 seconds and then assemble, not too bad. you want chili oil or not?
Yeah. So we're adding some chili oil, just a little bit for me, not too much. I'm very sensitive.
Okay, and do you want soy sauce or do you want skinny sauce?
Yeah, a little bit of soy sauce.
Which one?
The good stuff.
Okay.
If we're doing it, let's do it properly. A little bit. Oh, nice. This looks great. This looks like what you get in the restaurant.
Well, the only thing is it's all mushed together,
That's
and
good.
the ingredient thingy is all mushed together, so I couldn't like place it like they usually do.
Yeah, this is cool though.
Other than that.
And then a little bit of, did you put sesame in there?
No, do you want sesame?
A little bit, yeah.
Don't think they do that, but fair enough.
Sesame oil, nice. And here we have chopsticks. Here we have our ramen.
Your ramen. Mine's still in there.
Oh yeah, you gotta, oh, is that what it comes in?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Okay, there you go.
No way, all right. Thank you so much.
Good luck eating it with this spoon.
I'll do my best. I can't believe that we're having this at home. This is like usually a big special event when we go to this restaurant because it gets so busy and we don't go very often, so it's quite, whenever we go it's an event. Okay, let's try this broth.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it is steaming. Oh, so good, Luce.
Is it the same?
It tastes better, but maybe because I haven't had it for a while. Oh man.
It's different.
Oh, it tastes, somehow, it's a rainy day. I feel like ramen is a bit of a rainy day meal. Reminds us of Japan trips in the past. Okay, having some noodles. So good. And this pork that's been soaking in the broth. Mmm. Mmm. How do they flavour the pork like that? Salty. Oh man, this is delicious. Not cheap. For 2 people, this was 1,200 pesos, which is nearly 20 pounds. So like £10 each. So this is not cheap ramen at all. I remember in Japan, we went to a really local place and we had ramen that was really cheap and really good. It was quite simple and basic, but delicious. Do you remember, Luce? And it was a real local place, so the menus weren't in English. There were no tourists in there. Lucy and I had to rock up and try and order this ramen, but it was so good.
Okay, giving it a go. Finally. Oh, it's so good. It does taste a tiny bit different, but I don't know why. It tastes maybe a tiny bit more watery.
I thought that.
Slightly less rich, but that's probably a good thing because it's so rich normally that you feel so ill afterwards.
It's slightly less creamy.
Yeah, it tastes a bit more Japanese. Such a nice flavour though. I always add so much soy sauce to it though. I don't know if it... Actually, the soy sauce we've got is a less salt soy sauce. So that's got to be a good thing. Then some noodles here with the garlic, black garlic oil. The packet said to only cook the noodles for 1.5 minutes, but you can see why they're like kind of al dente, like they are when you cook them there. So good. Pregnancy update quickly. My belly button has started to stick out a bit. And I just got George to feel it and he freaked out. He was like, I don't like it. It is weird and I don't blame him. So yeah, craving wise, I said a few bits about this on my Instagram a few weeks ago. And it's been an interesting one for me. So I'll try and do a little recap of the like phases I've gone through. So I'd say initially the first, in week 5 when we first found out, I didn't have any cravings. I didn't feel sick by any foods, and overall I just, this is like me with short hair. What do you think? Would it suit me? Yeah, overall I didn't feel much different. I was just kind of annoyed at the fact that I couldn't eat certain cheeses, and there was a few foods that I kind of started to miss. So then week 6 came along and that's when I started to actually feel sick, but I really felt like red meat, so steak, spaghetti bolognese with mincemeat, like ragu, pasta, burgers, that kind of thing. Obviously it all has to be cooked well done, which is absolutely fine, and I just like that kind of like garlicky, meaty flavour. Then it kind of moved and I started, and at that time I was trying to get loads of vegetables and fruits in through juices and shakes, and I was putting loads of ginger into the juices, and I think because I put so much ginger in them, something happened like a week later, and I just like since then cannot stand the taste of ginger. And literally if I have like a lump of ginger in my food, or I have a juice and I can taste ginger in it, you know, that strong kind of burning flavour I usually love, I just kind of go and I don't feel good at all. I have to like spit it out or stop drinking it or whatever. So it's definitely been changing a lot. What else have I had weird cravings of? I feel like there's been quite a few strange ones. I've been eating quite late at night compared to normal. Sometimes now it's like 10 p.m. and I'll make some soup and have some, sorry, my phone's on really loud. I'll make some soup and have some like bread with butter. But old me would kind of stop eating at like 7:30 or 8, so it's like kind of rare, but I just kind of go with it now. I really love cheese. I really love pickled onions and like mustard. Mustard is something that I love right now. I'm having mustard on everything, like Dijon mustard, American mustard, any mustard. It's that kind of like gherkins, like the real vinegary things. Vinegar is something that I'm really liking as well. And when I had that jar of pickled onions, not only was I eating the onions, but I was also drinking the vinegar on its own, which is really weird. Like, that is weird. Imagine, that's like not a normal thing to do. It's like getting a jar of gherkins and drinking the liquid, not normal. But there we go, it's what I enjoyed. I feel like I've heard weirder cravings. I've heard things where people like mix really sweet and really savory things. I haven't had that yet, but there's still time. But overall, it's just been like fancying a lot of British food and like home cooked food. My mum's cooking, our parents cooking, British fish and chips, pie and mash, bangers and mash, so sausage and mash with like caramelized onion gravy, a typical pub lunch, kind of like deli kind of sandwiches that you might get from a cafe in England. Not much sweet stuff. I've not really craved sweet. I've never been like, I need sweet. All I've fancied sweet-wise would be gummy sweets, like sour sweets or fruit. But I haven't really craved chocolate or cake or biscuits or anything like that, which I guess is a good thing, because if I was craving chocolate, that probably wouldn't go down too well. And I haven't had many sour sweets, but I just, if I knew that eating sour sweets was somehow healthy, I know it's not, but if it was healthy, I'd have eaten a lot more. I just know that I shouldn't because it's not healthy, so I'm trying to be a bit better than that. But if they were somehow healthy, I'd be eating gummy sweets every single day, I think. I just love sweets, they're just so good. And I think it's the whole sour thing. That makes sense, because like gummy sweets and mustard and vinegar, that's both like that kind of flavour here that makes your tongue go funny and makes your lips kind of suck in. So maybe that's the hack. I'm craving sour. Vinegar's not sour. What's vinegar? Yeah, it's sour, right? Would you say vinegar's sour?
Vanilla.
Vinegar. What is sour or what?
Bitter.
Bitter? No, it's not bitter.
Sour.
Sour?
Yeah, sour.
I don't know if it is. It's not sweet though.
Sour.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's the conclusion. Anyway, I think we're gonna watch a movie now or something, and it's gotten dark. It's now evening. It's 7 p.m. I think. Yeah. And that ramen we had at like 3 or 4 o'clock, but I think that's me done for the night. Unless maybe later I'll have some fruit or something. It's just heavy. That is a heavy meal, and I actually ate George's leftovers as well. So I've got a big appetite at the moment.
Have you guys seen this yet? I think you have. Electronic light switches. Pretty cool. It is that time of day again when we sit down and we put a film on. Quite repetitive, I have to say. Quite repetitive, these lockdown days. But there seems to be a lot to do, right?
I've only watched one film.
I mean,
we've been really busy.
We have been busy. Somehow there's always dishes to do. So I guess I'll be doing that later, which is thrilling.
Well, the thing is, George, you must understand that every single time you wash up a dish, it's because I've cooked you a meal. You have to understand that it's a very fair trade. If anything, it takes me a lot longer to cook the food that's in the dish than it takes
Lucy,
you to eat it and wash it up.
And let me tell you this, 9 times out of 10, it's worth it. Okay? I'm joking, 10 times out of 10 it's worth it. It's always worth it. Last night we watched Law Abiding Citizen, and we did this really weird thing. We couldn't remember if we'd seen it before. We both thought we'd seen it before. We were watching the film, we're like, we kind of remember this, we kind of don't. And we got all the way to the end and we still couldn't quite figure out if we'd watched it before, or if we just had like deja vu because...
Maybe it wasn't in the background once.
Or we watched like a trailer, or I don't know. Anyway, had, what's the guy's name?
Tom Lowry?
Yeah, we think he looks like Tom. What's his name? I can't remember the actor's name.
Gerard Butler?
Gerard Butler. Doesn't he look like Tom? Let's try and do a little side-by-side thing here. Okay, so keep the recommendations coming because we do need to watch stuff to, you know, enjoy these lockdown evenings. We don't need to. We've got books to read and stuff like that. Maybe we shouldn't always watch screens, but tonight we are going to. So any movie recommendations, drop them in the comment below. Thanks for watching another vlog with us. Thanks for spending some more time with us today. We're gonna end it off here. So please subscribe if you're new. Give the video a thumbs up. So we will see you in the next vlog. Anything to add, Lucy?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Not one thing.
All right, then we'll see you next time.